Hi and welcome to iCarve. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe so you can see more exclusive and extra content from our live shows, which are every Thursday at 3 p.m, both radio and TV, which can also be found on the website. All of that will be linked in the description. But for now, I'm just going to get on with this video, which is kind of showing you a bit, well, no, it's not kind of, it is showing you what I'm going to be putting in my Samaritan's Shoebox Appeal Christmas box. So for anyone that doesn't know, it's actually created by the Samaritans organisation, which, although it's religious and has religious elements, I personally am not religious and it doesn't stop me getting involved, so it's up to you whether you want to, but I think it's a project worth getting involved with regardless. Not going to make anyone though, and it's something that I think a lot of people forget about or forget exists. I know I did it when I was growing up and then I forgot again until last year when we got back into it, and now I'm hoping to do it every year because I think it's such a nice thing to do. So it involves creating a shoebox to send to a child, either a boy, a girl, a boy or a girl, age 2 to 4, 5 to 9 or 10 to 14. So often, obviously I don't know for this year yet because it depends when the shoeboxes come in, often the older ages are missed out more, and also boys. So girls younger ages tend to have more shoeboxes, so it's worth bearing that in mind if you do want to get involved, but completely up to you what you want to, who you want to buy for and what you want to put in. And there's a list on the website with suggested items as well as items to avoid, which will also be linked in the description if you do want to check that out. So we've tried to fit with that and come up with our own ideas as well. And when I say we, that is also my mum, who is here in a moment. You'll notice an empty seat. I could just see her over there waiting. And we decided to go for different. We picked the oldest range, 10 to 14, because I know in the past they've had less items bought for them, or less shoeboxes provided for them, so we picked that, and I went for girl and mum went for boy. So she's going to come and join me to show you what we put in each box. So the first thing you'll need is a shoebox. We have two here that we've wrapped in the same wrapping paper. Whichever wrapping paper you want to use is entirely up to you, but we've already pre-done that just so it's easier to show you what we're putting in. And then to go inside the shoebox, or to go on top of the shoebox rather, there is this sheet which has just got boy and girl written on it, and you tick the age, which can be found on the website that you just print off and stick onto the top of the box that we'll do at the end. And we've also got a barcode here. So to send this box, it requires a donation. The suggested donation is £5 per box to cover all the volunteers, like going to pick up the boxes and send them off, whether you need to go the postage and packaging, all of that. So it's all covered within that £5, but you can pay more if you want to. We've paid for 2 boxes, so we've spent £10 on it, and we just include the barcode within our box. When the box arrives, hopefully you'll be able to see which country it's gone to. So you don't see the specific child or the specific place, but you'll see the country and be able to follow your box. So that's also to go in.
So stationery, I have bought a pencil case to put everything in. I have bought some pencils and some pens. I did think about putting,
Just so you can see them.
I did think about putting some coloured crayons in, but because I've just bought a plain notebook, I thought it made sense to do that.
And good for school equipment.
And I also bought the standard stapler, sharpener.
You're showing them the wrong way.
Sharpener, rubber and ruler.
Okay.
And that's it for my stationery, so that's going in first.
So for my stationery, I've put this fluffy pen, because I think that's going to be fun to play with. And also it says on the website the element of the box is fun, so that's worth bearing in mind, although you can include like hygiene items and stuff as well. I have this pack of colouring pencils, just a mini one, which is in a little purse thing that you can carry around, so that'll be good, which goes nicely with this colouring book, Colouring for Calm. So I thought that was good. It's an adult colouring book, so I thought that was good for 10 to 14 and will be nice and motivational but enjoyable for them. I then have pencils, and a notebook and coloured pens, so that they've got some black, or they've got a black one to write with, blue one to write with, and just other colours that they can enjoy as well. And I believe that was it, apart from, sorry. So I have this, which I'm potentially including as my wow item. I know some countries might not be familiar with Beauty and the Beast and some children might not be familiar with it, but I like it anyway. And I feel like it's a good wow item because it's pretty for them and they can use it to put whatever they want in. So I'm showing it in this bit because I thought it might be nice. I don't think the pencil will fit in, but to put some stationery items in, or for anything else they might want to put. So hopefully they'll enjoy using that one.
So for the hygiene, I started off with some tissues and I went with a toothbrush and toothpaste, and I went with a plain comb because it's a boy. I thought it'd be better than going for something fancy.
Yeah.
And I did get the deodorant, but we've since researched it and I don't think I'm going to be able to send that.
No, it does say to avoid liquids and lotions. It's just for spillages. Although you can include lip balms and lip salves if they're more in a stick form. I have toothbrushes and a toothpaste to include. I've also got a flannel because I thought it might be nice to include just to wash with or for whatever really. Got a pack of tissues, just I feel like these are pretty ones as well, so hopefully they'll appreciate that. I also have included sanitary items because it does say on the website that you can include them, but it's not necessarily recommended because it's supposed to be a fun box. But if you do, to include it at the bottom of the box so it's not embarrassing if they open it in front of male peers. So I'm going to include it at the bottom of the box because I personally think it's something worth including from things I've seen elsewhere, which suggests that in countries that it could be going to, they're not necessarily going to have access to these sorts of things and they might benefit from it even if it's just this one time. So that's why I've included that, but it's worth considering that if you are thinking about making a box. And this is the final like hygiene related item, which is another wow item I think. It's this set of brushes and the like spiral bubbles so that it's hopefully going to suit whichever hair type they have. One of the combs or brushes will fit and they're pretty. So I might have to take it out of this set though just because it's not small. We'll see. So that is all of my hygiene items, and what do you have left?
Well, the reason I'm wrinkling my nose up at you is because for boys I didn't feel like there was very many wow items.
There are a lot of things you can't include that you wouldn't have thought about, like you can't include cards of the, like you can't include the 4-suit variety card, so it'd have to be like Snap or something like that.
So bearing that in mind, I went for what I considered to be a wow item for children, or for that age range, was the sweet shop, because I thought there's a lot of sweets in there, and because they're individually wrapped, they can spread them out over a longer period of time. So that's sort of what I thought would be a wow item. Okay. And my other wow item is this construction kit, which is a wind-up racing car. There were other items that I would have preferred to get, but they had cards and things like that in. So, and war. A lot of things were related to, loosely, but Star Wars I was feeling like could be constructed as relating to war and things like that. So for clothes, I went for socks, and I got football socks because I thought they made them a little bit more fun. Yeah. I went for a set which was hat, gloves and scarf set.
I like that. I like the design on there.
Which I did. I like that design. So I thought it might look quite trendy with it having these ear pieces. So.
And they also say on the website that although you don't know which country it's going to and therefore you could buy things for cold and actually it's pretty warm, they don't necessarily, the children might use it in a different way and will appreciate it regardless. So that's also worth mentioning if you're wondering why we bought that when it might not fit. So my final items are these cozy footlets, which I think are really soft and really nice and hopefully fun, and they're hopefully going to fit like most sizes, so they'll be nice for them to have. I then have this eye mask unicorn one, which I think is really fun, and I think a lot of people would enjoy, whether it's like to play games or something, like, you know, if you've got, the only one I can think of right now is pin the tail on the donkey, which I don't think they're going to have, but things like where you spin someone around their blindfold, it might be fun for them to play together, or just generally to have as an eye mask to sleep in, whichever they want. I also have, I'll stop the rustling, I also have a bag of sweets, but a smaller one. Looking at how much stuff I've got, I might have to empty these into the box to save room, but they're all individually wrapped, so it's fine. If you are getting sweets, make sure they are wrapped, because they're the only ones that can count and you can't have chocolate. I then also have a hat, scarf and gloves set, although they're not quite a set. So I have 2 pairs of gloves, pink and white, the pink hat, and this scarf. So this is, I think, a really pretty scarf. In fact, I might even have this scarf myself. I have a very similar one. But like, one of the things that made me want to get this one is because I feel like it could be good to use as like a shawl or a blanket as well, if it's not the weather for a scarf. So that was why I picked that one, which is another of the main items, I'd say. So that is everything that's going in my box, and now you've already packed yours, you're organised, so I need to pack mine, and then we will catch up again, I think, because I might have to miss a few items out. So we've just packed our boxes and fit stuff in. I'm impressed with how much has fit into this box. So I've only missed out one of the sanitary items because I feel like that's probably a less preferable thing, and I've missed these off as well. So I think I would love to include these items, but because I've got all the other stuff, this was probably next lowest priority to fit in. So I'm impressed it all fit in, especially given how big my bag was. And it looks, I'm going to try and show you, you'll see what's inside it, but there it is now. And I just need to include the barcode. Yeah, and you've just missed the deodorant off, haven't you?
Yes.
The rest is in. So we just need to include the barcode, and I'm also going to write a letter or a little note to say, like, hi, hope you're having a nice Christmas and enjoy what's in the box. Just because I think that's it's nice to give a little personal touch, even though I don't know who it is. I think they'll probably enjoy having a little note. Are you going to write one as well?
I will do, yes.
So I personally think I had the easier job. I think it's a lot easier to find things to fit in a shoebox for girls.
I think it's harder to find wow things for boys that will fit in, because one of the suggestions was a football and a pump. But I wasn't quite sure how a football would fit in.
It is a deflated football.
I gathered that. I did gather that. But nevertheless, I didn't think a deflated football had a wow factor.
Okay.
I wouldn't be very happy to own a deflated football.
That's fair enough, yeah.
So, yeah, wow factor I did struggle with.
Yes. I know that you struggle. I think for girls it's so much easier, of all ages.
Yeah.
I saw a lot that I could get for a younger one as well, and I considered doing another box, but we only had 2 shoe boxes, so that kind of put a limit on it. But just so you could kind of get some inspiration, I hope this has been helpful. So not including the £5 donation for each box, which took a total of £10, I spent £36 on my box, and you spent
£28.50.
So it may seem like a lot to some, or it may not seem like much to some. It's all relative. Personally, when I was doing it, I just thought it's something that, going for someone who might not get anything else for Christmas or have much the rest of the year, so I'd rather just kind of go around without looking too much at the prices and just get what I think would look nice in the shoebox.
Yeah.
And I think you did the same, didn't you?
I did, and think about what they might like to open on that day.
Yeah, so it's up to you what you want to do about it, like how much you want to spend, all of that. If you want to give a shoebox but don't have the time to go out and buy one, you can actually go to the website and order a pre-packed shoebox for £25, I believe it is, but that will be in the description if you want to see more about that. So there are other options. The shoeboxes can be dropped off anytime between the 1st of November and the 18th of November, so you've not got long, but you've got a bit of time if you are interested in doing this. I think they're really fun to do, and they're really nice thing to do. and I think it's something you can have fun with, trying to shop for someone, and it's something that's going to make someone's Christmas, hopefully. There are a lot of drop-off locations, so wherever you are, there's probably one close by. It's easy to find one, and hopefully you can get involved and give it a go as well. And if you have any suggestions to go in boxes or anything like that, let us know down in the comments, because I'm sure other people would benefit from hearing that and sharing ideas. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you can see more content, and make sure you're watching our TV shows at 3 PM every Thursday, because I think they're great and they're worth watching, and listening to our radio shows as well. So and make sure you're doing all of that stuff, and to follow our social media links, they will all be in the description. I hope you have a nice Thursday, and I hope you enjoy making the shoeboxes if you do give it a go. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye!
Oh my gosh, that scared me for a minute. There's a bonfire opposite. I could just see fire out the window. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Okay, so the only things we missed out were one of the sanitary items and Millie! We're trying to film! No etiquette. Millie! Oh, little Mill. I just need to confirm when, I'm sure it's by the 18th of November. Sorry, Mill. Where's my phone?